Thanks for your time on this news hour. This state of emergency, what does it actually allow the Italian government to do? How will the migrant processing be different under a state of emergency?
Well, basically, the government can add new tools and funds for managing the migration crisis. So they can allocate more resources for example, arrival center or for the repatriation of illegal migrants, or as well to streamlining some administrative procedure in order to simplify them and make them shorter. Is not, of course, a definitive solution, but is just an answer of the government to the impossibility to find an agreement on migration at European level. So the Italian government is trying by himself to give an answer to the migration crisis. We should take into account that today, in 2023, there are 300% more migrants compared to the year 2022 or 2021. So the emergency is very urgent for the government, and the government promised to the people to deliver, a tighter migration policy, and so they are acting as a consequence. But without the European agreement, will be very difficult to solve this crisis as Italian alone.
So, Lorenzo, do you believe that Europe has a responsibility to help Italy, given that migration across the Mediterranean is happening not just in Italy, but many countries, and many migrants use Italy as a route to get to other parts of Europe, and this is having an effect across the continent?
Yeah, exactly. I think that the European Union is absolutely responsible for what's going on the common borders, because, as you correctly mentioned, nearly 80% of migrants who arrived in Italy did not want to remain in Italy, but they want to move to northern countries. So Italy is basically taking the burden of the entire European Union for its geographical position. And when the migrants are attempting to move to north, they are, of course, controlled at the frontier by the army, as it happens in the case of Austria or France. So the Italian government has no other way than use emergency powers and exceptional powers in front of the European stalemate. Otherwise, we are risking a collapse of the arrival centers and as well a humanitarian catastrophe, as it happens in 2014, 2015, when, as today, the European Union refused to help Italy and the other Mediterranean countries for internal domestic political reasons.
Lorenzo Castellani, thank you so much for your analysis, speaking to us there from Rome.